Oh, there we are. Hello. Shh. No, what? What's happening? We're live.
Oh,
Did you
hey.
know?
Oh, we're here.
Oh,
Hey.
hi.
Yay.
Hi.
Hey.
There
Okay,
it
Hi.
is.
we're here.
Hooray.
Week 7. Guess what?
Hi.
It's so abrupt.
It's never not a
I'm
problem.
never ready.
It's just never enough, right?
I'm gonna fix it. It's on my to-do list, but things have been so crazy, right? So I don't know. Hi, Christopher. I of course I don't have anything prepped. Um, Katrina A. Johnson from Nickelodeon saw that. Angelique Bates from Nickelodeon saw that, which I have horrible feedback going on. And I are going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, June 10th through the 12th at Ranger Stop and Pop, the convention. Damn it, I always get this wrong. You should have seen me trying to tape the TikTok commercials. It was a train wreck. And then didn't both girls? I did one on like my account that I never use and one on the show account on TikTok. And didn't both those bitches share it to their Instagram page? And I'm like, oh my God.
Horrified.
Horrified, right? Because if I had known they were going to do that, I would have like really tried to do something. Yeah, I would have tried to put a little more like something into it. Like this was just like want to be like, hey, TikTok. Yeah, we're gonna be here, with some Ninja Turtles and Judith. I can't remember her last name. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna say it wrong, so I'm not gonna. The one who played Apollonia in the first movie in 1989. She's gonna be there, and a whole bunch of Power Rangers come hang out with us. So yeah, I'm getting ready for that. I got to make banners and all kinds of crazy things, and it's really exciting. I'm excited to like get back into this life that I left. That like Karen Ashley and I really were getting into together. We were traveling the country, we were promoting the show, and her and it's getting crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, marriage and children.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the first go round.
Sometimes that's worse than COVID.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so it's been it's very exciting. It's nerve wracking because I'm going to be away from the kids for a week. It's just a little jarring, but at the same time, I'm like, I got this. I can.
You got this.
It.
You can do it.
Yeah,
You got it.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, little kids.
Love you. Daddy loves you. I'll see you in a week.
So who else here today? Kind of jumped over that.
Yeah, well. Hi, it's me, Jeffrey.
And I'm Dana.
Hey, it's Brian.
And Kelly. And unfortunately, we're missing our fifth. But she's loving us from afar. Did you see that?
Yes, in the chat room, yes.
Yeah.
Homegirl is knocked out with a little icky poo-ness.
So we're sending some love and healing her way.
Yeah,
that's a great photo. Yes, and girl, I just want to let you know you would have been in the opening, but some other folks on this panel did not send photos in, so I did do something.
I did.
Yes, the girls did.
I did.
But maybe two fellas did not.
Here, take one right now.
I need a professional headshot.
No, you just need to send. I said send random ones in.
I sent you some random pictures.
Yes, you did. But of Dana?
All right,
send me 4.
I'll send you random pictures.
Wait,
Kelly's got at least a couple of random pictures.
Yeah, you can send candid ones in. Like it could be you and Joe, you and the baby.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I want some, like 2 solos and 2 whatever. So I have options.
Now that we got our housekeeping.
Yes, yeah. Well, we're just taking care of business on air for the 2 people watching. Kristen being one of them. So it's fine. Happy Monday.
I shared the link.
Oh, good job.
I did it.
Nice.
I didn't.
So,
bitches.
So how is everyone?
Wait,
Pretty good.
I'm normal.
Okay. Are we skipping
What's
that
normal?
question?
You know, just wrestling with the struggles of being a human on Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you saying what you're trying to say is that you have ED and you're looking for new medication?
What's
Well, that's what my
ED?
spam folder's telling me.
It's a horrible thing. I bet you. You know what, Dana? You would have gotten such a chuckle today. Didn't I FaceTime Brian today to chat about some things? And I was like, we were talking about the new show for Wednesdays that is coming. And he starts, I said, oh, I think you should come on that or whatever, because I bet you'd have some great sex stories. And then he's like, oh, yeah, this one or whatever. I was telling him about the topic. He's like, yeah, and doesn't it involve a bathhouse?
I
Well-
can't believe that.
Every story he's got a bathhouse.
I've been to a few. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, why couldn't Dana be on this phone call?
I missed out.
I've been to
Aw.
international ones. I don't know.
We need to put that needs to be a button. Can we put that on a button? I feel like that.
Yes, that thing you made is on a button of Brian. You can go get it on a button.
Yes.
You can get a coffee mug, a water canteen, a button, a clock, a shower curtain.
Shower
Yes.
curtain.
Just go to wait.
Blending into the wall.
There's a doohickey. Hold on, I got a doohickey for you. Don't just stay with us, kids. Oh, there you go. Want
Find the
some
merch.
Uncensoredradio.shop. Mhm.
Yeah.
And Kelly, if you talk for a minute, I can actually pull a picture of Brian's little thing up. Okay.
Okay. No.
Brian's little thing up.
So
Oh
That's the
damn it!
right
And I
answer.
did have a picture of the girl. Son of a bitch, not gum. Oh, I'm a train wreck.
Is
Oh,
that,
that's
that
cool.
is all that?
we could just
Wow.
have a whole show with Jeffrey putting up
Nostalgia.
random photos and not having it make any sense to anybody.
So that was the thing of.
that.
Oh, and now
God.
Jeffrey's gone.
Wait, he
Okay.
just took himself away.
I'm here.
Invisibility.
No, you're really not.
I know I'm not because I'm looking for Brian's photo. Listen,
Oh,
go
the
about
white
your
spot.
business.
All right, Brian, tell me about your weekend, would you?
Oh my gosh. Well, we got chickens this weekend.
Wait,
We're doing
what?
the backyard.
You mean for dinner or pets?
Dear
No, for
God.
pets. Well, we're gonna have eggs.
How many
We're not gonna
chickens
eat
did you
them.
get?
Just
You're not gonna-
6.
Did you get any roosters?
No, just female chickens.
Just female chickens. Did you have a
Yeah.
nice little coop and everything all set up? That's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's fun. Well, they're only like a week old. They're a week old
Oh,
today.
are they still in your house?
Yeah, right
You
now.
have to
they're-
like have them under like a heat lamp and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're just little babies. They're
But they
incubating.
don't. But they don't have any like dander or anything until like the 3rd or 4th week. So by then it'll be warm enough for them to go outside.
Nice.
So are you handling them and playing with them so they're used to people?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
You gotta
So
Yeah,
that they're
chickens and
friendly?
print. Well, when I lived with Larry, we had 30 or 40 chickens, I think.
Dang.
He had all kinds of. He had silkies, guinea hens, all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Ducks, everything.
Yeah, my friend Chris has a bunch of birds like that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Mm.
You know, I need more
Speaking-
animals. I need more animals to take care of.
Guinea
Yeah, I
hens are
don't-
neat. They're like dinosaurs.
I don't know what Brian's doing with his life, but if you've ever wanted Brian Shutter on your body, now's your chance. You go over to uncensoredradio.shop and you can get this lovely mug on any part of your body you want. If you're a girl and you want a chiffon top, we got a chiffon top. You want a mini skirt, we got a mini skirt. You need coasters, we got coasters. You want a button, we got buttons.
I want a tube top.
We got two
Dude.
tops. We got it all. There you go. Did somebody say bathhouse? Dana, I want to see you wearing that.
I would.
Get it while
for
she
sure.
still got hair.
Yeah.
At least yours is hidden around back. Mine's like all I keep seeing is the light shining off the top of my skull.
I actually didn't put any product in it today, so that it like stays a little bit thicker. I think.
Yeah, there's no helping us, buddy. It's just time.
All right.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
So anyway, yeah.
yeah.
All right, what's going on, people? Like, what are we talking about this week? Jeffrey, you had some questions first, didn't you?
Yeah, did you have a list?
Or is it me?
Well, mine are on my phone, but I think I can.
Oh, I remember the first one.
Okay.
What's the dumbest way you've ever injured yourself?
Who's going first here?
Gosh, the list is so long though.
Yeah, that's the real problem. Is I've had so many dumb injuries. It's hard to pick a best.
But
Dana,
do
you
your
have some real.
top
He's
three.
got some really fabulous ones involving power tools and just.
I usually fall down the stairs.
Anything in the bedroom?
Actually, that's not even dumb. It's just sad. If I lay on my tum-tum too long, it hurts my back and I can't get up easy.
We all have that problem.
Like if I sleep on my stomach, it's like when I wake up and I'm on my stomach, I'm like, oh, how do I avoid Mr. Back Spasm? He's here for me now.
Yeah, no, I can't even breathe.
Shut
Like
up.
it just no.
Yeah.
JELLO.
So yeah, I mean, there's so many dumb ways I hurt myself. I sent an 1.5 inch wide wood chisel into my wrist, like right in the suicide spot. That was a fun one.
Were you
You
trying
can see
to like?
You might
do the
even
pass-
see. Can you see it in the light? I don't know.
Yep, I can see it,
Maybe.
but not when you
It's
move.
the light's bad. I can kind of. It's like a diagonal. Yeah, wood chisel went right into my wrist while I was trying to pry up a piece of wood, and I was like working in the house all by myself, and I'm just like blood everywhere. That was fun. I put a circular saw blade on an angle grinder once, and I was trying to cut a piece of wood, and it shot back and like almost cut my leg off at the knee. That was exciting. There's blood everywhere.
Nice.
Got run
So-
over by
so-
a Chevy Cavalier once because I was playing a joke. So many dumb ways I've gotten hurt.
One time I was kicking ice when I was a kid. I was like kicking this piece of ice, and I walked across the street, not even paying attention. I got hit by a car,
Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing.
and the guy was mad at me. I'm like, "Did you just hit me with your
Yeah.
car?"
Yep.
He hit me hard too. I fucking rolled up onto the hood, bitch.
Ooh, I got my-
over, Jeffrey. We're just gonna play what Jane and Brian just said on a loop.
I got these two fingernails I got ripped off in a snowblower.
I think I
What?
remember that.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think you're supposed to put your hand in that end.
It wasn't intentional. It was.
Somebody put his hand in the snowblower.
Oh,
It
shit.
didn't- It involved slipping in ice and holding on to the snowblower wrong and using it wrong, and it wasn't good. I really thought the tips of my fingers were gone. I was scared to take my glove off. It hurt so much.
Oh my god.
So is the lesson there when you're going down, don't grab the snowblower for support?
No, the lesson is when there's a pile of ice in the side of the driveway, don't use one hand to hold on to the drive handle and the other hand to hold on to the front of the snowblower and use it like a cheese grater on your driveway. That's not how they're supposed to be
What?
used.
No, that's not how any of this works.
No, that was a bad move. I was really
Yeah.
stubborn. It was an OCD moment where I'm like, gotta get the ice off the driveway. It's just,
Instead, you took your finger off.
yeah, things you
Did
do.
they have to sew it back on?
No, it like hit like right at the knuckle and like went and like it like ripped the fingernails up from the back, like this way, like a bottle cap, like a can tab, like
Oh, wow.
like they came back though. They look normal-ish.
One time I slammed the door and I forgot to move my hand and shut the hand in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Those are fun ones.
I did that when I was like 2.5. I think I may have told you this story. My middle finger, actually.
I was an adult.
I walked into like a stand-up shower stall, opened up the shower door, and I let go. It was on a spring hinge, and my finger was in the middle. It was like Mother's Day weekend, I think, and my poor mother, she was vacuuming in the other room. She turns the vacuum off, and she just hears this blood-curdling scream, and then comes in, and there's blood everywhere. So she tries to pull me over to the sink to like wash off the little wound, and instead, like the entire finger was just hanging by the outer layer of skin, just dangling there.
Yeah.
Oh my
It-
God.
No, it wasn't great for her. I don't remember it that much. I do remember the cast I had to wear afterwards, and I remember my mom telling the story so many times that it's become like her memory became mine.
I just remembered another good one. I got chemical burns from Nair after a weird waxing accident.
From
Where?
I don't know, the whole upper torso area, like the whole thing. All right, so this is a funny story. I'll share this. All right, I wasn't old. I was like 21. Yeah, I was 21. And my buddy Jesse and I were drinking, and he wanted to bleach his hair and dye it blue. So we went to Walmart and we got a bleach kit, and then we went back to his house and we started drinking. And so we had a bunch of bleach left over.
Wait, this doesn't end in you drinking bleach, does it?
No.
Okay.
No, this is like hair bleach, like
No way.
to make your hair blonde. So we had a bunch left over, and I decided, won't it be funny if we just paint like a big arrow down my chest, pointing down at my lap area? And so we bleached a big arrow and everything. It was funny because I'm like running around the house with like my whole torso wrapped in saran wrap and that thing going on. And then, so then the next day, then we woke up, we were recovering, and I'm like, oh, I remember this now. And this was 2 days before my pre-op exam for my knee surgery. And I'm like, that's embarrassing. I got to get rid of this. I just got to get rid of everything. So this was at the advent when like those like beauty shows were all over TV. And I was like, well, the thing to do these days is wax. Let's just wax everything. So I got like 6 leg waxing kits. And went through and we're like waxing my body, and it was just like 40-year-old virgin. Like you rip a sheet off and there's little blood dots that come to the surface. Like it hurt so much. And then it was just like, it looked like a reverse cheetah. Like I just had all these white patches everywhere, but I couldn't get it all. And I'm like, oh, this hurts a lot. And I don't want to shave it because I don't want to get all the ingrown hairs and have all the bumps and stuff. And I don't want to shave over top of where I have it's all raw right now. That'll hurt a lot. So let's try Nair. Maybe Nair won't hurt. So go back to Walmart and get like 2 bottles of Nair and just slathered it all over my body. And then probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes in, I'm like, this is starting to hurt. This hurts a lot. This is stinging. And they're like, oh no, that always happens. Like girls are like, that happens to my legs. That'll be fine. And I'm like, no, this really hurts. And they're like, come on, baby, you got to make 15 minutes or it's not going to work. So I made it the whole 15 minutes. I get in the shower and I start rinsing off. And instead of just rinsing off hair, like the top layer of skin was just coming off. Like skin just peeled off of me like a sunburn.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, and it hurt so much. I remember for like a week and a half, just putting on like a white cotton t-shirt just felt like hell. It was like you just soaked it in gasoline and then rubbed it in broken glass and then just put it on like a t-shirt. It was the worst.
Would you have been better off just leaving the arrow?
Yeah, because they did when I went to my pre-op exam, they didn't even have me take my shirt off. Didn't even look. It wasn't even a thing. Nope. It was totally all of it was unnecessary.
Well, they probably would have sent you for a psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, if you had to start explaining, what you want to talk about this?
Well, what happened was.
What had happened was
you at 21 years old, and the internet was still like, why Google that? I know the answer.
Oh.
Eat Tide Pods.
That was a fun journey.
Brian, did you just say eat Tide Pods?
Yeah, the internet. She's always
Yeah,
doing
Internet
something.
said Tide Pod challenge.
Oh.
I saw somebody vape one once. I don't know how that guy didn't die.
See, I don't feel like there's anything I could have ever done to myself that rates with either one of these guys.
That
What
might have
about
been.
you, Jeffrey?
Well, I mean, I've done some pretty dumb shit. I mean, I think the dumbest injury I've ever done to myself was I ran myself over with a 4-wheeler. Not once, not twice, but at least 3 times. It could have been more, but I know it was at least 3 times.
I'm sorry, how do you do that?
I was like, that's talented.
Yes, it's a skill. It really is a God-given gift.
Was it always in the same spot? Like in the yard? Like, did you keep trying to like hit that turn faster? And it was just, you're like, no, I'm going to do it this time.
I can do it better.
No,
next
it would
time.
be as I'm trying to get off it. For whatever
Oh.
reason, as I was getting off it, my one hand would start hitting the throttle.
And just like wheelie it on yourself.
And then like it would start going over my one leg, and instead of like letting go, I would start going more. And
Yeah, because you want to hold on tighter.
like it would suck me underneath the damn thing. Yeah, it would just be a thing. Yeah, and then everybody would be sitting there looking at me like, did he really just do that? To the point where I'm literally laying underneath the four-wheeler, and it is completely on top of me. Mm-hmm. But it was quite the scene, you know what I mean? Because it happened. It didn't happen all at once. You know what I mean? It was like taking me under, and then I'd stop, and I'm like, oh God, and then I'd hit it again, and then it'd kind of take me a little bit more. Yeah. It was a thing, and multiple times. It wasn't once. That's the embarrassing.
Maybe you should have filmed that. I don't know.
You never told me about this when I interviewed you to watch my children. We would have had a completely different history, I feel. Glad you didn't lead with that one.
I mean, you'd be like, but I don't own a four-wheeler now.
I didn't own one then either. It wasn't mine. It was a demo his dad brought home for us to use. And the first time that I ran myself over with it was right before homie drove it up a thing, and it started rolling backwards, and he cheated off it, and it rolled.
He cheated off of it.
He did. I can still, it's one of those images just ingrained in your mind.
A Kawasaki's.
No, it was a Yamaha Bear Tracker, and he just leaped like he was. It was the most amazing thing. Like he just felt it going backwards. Didn't even try to save it. Just was gone. Dove off the front of it, and it just boom, 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 and landed upright. But it was wrecked. I mean, his father had to buy it. He was pissed. It was the second demo we wrecked on him. You'd think after the first one he would have learned.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many questions.
No, yeah.
There's so many questions.
Well, one of the kids that we went to school with almost got killed back there. I mean, he thought it was a jump, and it was just tall grass in a ditch. You know what I mean? I mean, we should. we really.
You could have been on America's Funniest Home Videos many times.
Yeah, if we had there was phones that could record. Oh my God, yeah. Especially I ran him over. He threw a rock. It hit me in the temple. I passed out. And I came to long enough to lift my head up to just see his shoe go flying by as I felt him get run over and go underneath the wagon. Yeah. The person in the wagon, but she said it was the most amazing thing she's ever seen in her life, still to this day. Yeah.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I think we've shared a
boys.
Really,
this is a boys thing. I mean,
well, even if we're gay, we're still boys.
Yeah, we're still dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, let me throw a contrast at you. The most ridiculous injury I've had was the result of childbirth, okay?
Yeah, but one could argue that that's pretty dumb.
That's pretty dumb.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I got a kid who broke my tailbone on the way out.
Oh, that's right, Branson.
Yeah.
Got that big
brains. He was rude.
Well, did he kick or something?
No, he had a shoulder dystocia. So, when the baby comes out, their shoulders are supposed to collapse in so that they can slide out. Well, he was more like.
He was like.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the asshole baby.
He came out doing the YMCA.
Yeah, pretty much. So and he was
my goodness.
Almost 11 pounds or something ridiculous. I don't know.
Are you serious?
And
yeah, he was a big one.
He was big. He was born like a toddler.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yes, he was huge. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I do.
She does.
I just remember I had Anna. That's all I know.
Yes, and I had, in order to return to work, I had to build a standing workstation before standing workstations were a thing. Because there was no way I could sit down for a good long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So.
But that's not a dumb injury. That's just
No, I'm just saying, it's a ridiculous one.
I broke my tailbone swinging on a tree one time.
Oh, I did that too. I came down right on one of those decorative rocks around the bottom, right on my tailbone.
So for me, it was a broken tree, a half broken tree hanging over my friend's driveway, and I was going to see how high I could swing. So I ran and grabbed onto the tree and went up, and then when I came back, I started running with my legs and got going again the other way. And then on the third time, when I ran with my legs, I went up real high, except for the tree branch snapped, and I landed in the sitting position on the driveway.
Oh.
Oh,
I literally thought he was gonna have to carry me across the street to the hospital.
Ooh, I sat on an arrow with a broadhead on the end of it one time.
Oh,
on purpose?
Nope. No, it was. You remember those lawn chairs that had like the nylon weave? Like
Yeah.
yeah. So my friend Chris and I were sighting in our broadheads because we were teenagers and we were going hunting with our uncle, and I leaned one up against the back of the chair and forgot about it. And then when I sat down, it like flexed into it just went right. It was like this perfect little like right in
In your butt?
right in my butt cheek. Yeah.
oh my god.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, I got one stuck in the roof of my mouth once. Arrows.
Wait, what?
All right, so I pulled it
You
out of the
talking
target.
about me?
So I pulled the arrow out of the
You're talking
target
about-
and I just kind of let go, and like so it fell down and it kind of like stuck in the ground, sticking like straight up and down, and all the rest of the arrows were on the ground. So when I bent over to pick them up, I couldn't see the one arrow because it was like sticking straight up in the air, like it was just like the one little dot. And as I leaned over, like I just like coughed. I was like, and like it went in my mouth as I bent over and like jammed in the roof of my mouth. And I stood up and it was like sticking out of my mouth.
And you didn't lead with that one?
No, I got more. They just keep coming to me.
God.
Yeah.
This is why
So
guys
many.
don't live as long as women.
It's the truth.
Yeah, I still have like a big lump in the roof of my mouth from the scar from it. It went where in there?
Oh my god.
Oh.
It was like up above your uvula. You know, like it hit the roof of the mouth and then like hit bone and it just like slid under the skin all the way back.
Oof.
And then I pulled it out and blood was just like blah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm
Well,
not
no
sleeping,
bueno.
but this is making me a little lightheaded.
Oh my
we could go on to the next topic.
Yeah,
I'll think of
Well,
more
I
later.
know. I think this is good. I mean, what else we got here, Dana?
We're done. We're doing our first 30-minute show, kids.
Yeah, exactly. We're calling it tonight.
In and out.
Oh,
In and
There's
out
a
30. So do we have a finale?
did you hear that?
Ridiculous story.
A finale injury.
Yeah.
I found one. Yes. So this was when I was a little guy. I was like 6 years old. And you remember those fantastic guns that parents hate that take batteries and they light up and they have a little dial and you turn it, it makes like 75 different high-pitched, horrible sounds like pew, 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 zoop, 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 like all the,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So like I had one of those and then it didn't work. And I thought it was because it had dead batteries. So I took an extension cord and I cut the extension cord in half and I twisted the wires onto where the batteries go inside the gun.
No.
And then I plugged it in. And when I plugged it in, it like exploded in my hand. Like it went, and like my hand, like the wire hit my arm and I shot back across the room. I woke up on top of a bunch of Legos and that was like, yeah.
You straight up electrocuted yourself.
Yeah, and it flipped the breaker.
That was
for
like
the
National
whole,
Lampoons or something.
it flipped the breaker for the whole house. The whole, like my mom was like, how come the power's out? And like she comes into my TV room and like I'm smoking. Like the gun is sitting on the ground like smoking and like there's like a scorch mark on the rug and I'm just like up against the couch like I don't know.
You're like that girl in Problem Child that Junior electrocutes at the front
Oh
door.
yeah.
When she rings the doorbell of the
flies
mat, and she's like, I'm not feeling so well. Maybe another time. And he closes the door and she just collapses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like I was probably 7. I think I was 7. Yeah.
It explains so much.
Yeah. There's probably
Just-
more.
Wow.
We could do another half hour if I took the time to brainstorm and put these together ahead of time.
Oh my God. Okay, Brian, what's your best?
Oh god, I gave you my best. I don't think I have any more.
Oh.
I'm not as accident prone. I've fallen
You?
I've fallen down all the stairs in every one of our houses.
I can
Actually,
think of one.
one time. Which one?
the Jello shot tray
Oh
at the
shit.
graduation party.
Well, the problem is I don't. You're gonna have to tell that because I don't. I was drunk. I don't really remember that.
It was
I
so
was
drunk
trying
he
to
thought
get
he was at a
everybody-
bathhouse.
I did.
I'm not feeling like Jeffrey's ever going to pull it together to tell the story.
We had one of those Intex pools when we lived out in the country. We were having Allison's graduation party. It was my friend Shannon Sauter. We had a big tent and everything. And Brian was running around the yard with I think it was I think it was the shot tray from Charades, the nightclub
maybe.
we went to.
was.
Yes. And he didn't see the stake and the rope hold for the tent. Tripped.
A trip.
Goes-
I went running through.
Yeah, he was running with it. Flies into the side of the pool. I mean, flew through the air into the side. He just flew. It was like he hit a rubber ball. I mean, he just flew back
I was
into
going
like all
quick.
kinds of shit. It was the craziest thing I've seen. It was amazing.
Don't run when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Sounds great. But they
It
just
was-
had the Jello shots after.
Oh,
will
he was
say-
flicking them out of the grass.
Oh yeah.
Where's okay? That was recent enough history. There should be video on this.
Yeah. I got it. It's fine. I found
It
three of them.
was. It was probably like 10 years ago, right? 8 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, they had phones then.
Did we?
We probably had the rule that there was no photos.
Yeah, we probably didn't allow phones.
You know, it was real strict. I'm always pretty strict about that, especially then. I didn't like my business being broadcast.
Yeah, because you had the blow up thing overnight too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
No
definitely
cameras.
didn't have phones out that night.
No cameras.
Mm-mm.
You mean like the blow up house?
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
a
the
bouncy
Red Bull.
house. Yeah, there was a lot of gay Olympics going on that night.
Okay.
So on that note, well, here's the first half hour, kids. That was different, huh?
Yeah, it was fun.
Kristen, we miss you. We hope you get better soon.
Yeah, Kristen. Next week.
Yes, and hopefully the men folk will send photos.
I might have a new injury.
I will.
Who knows?
I'll definitely look for photos.
I know. Oh my God, Dean, I want you to send that one picture that I used to have of you. That there's just some strategic thing blocking the strategic thing. That would be a great photo for the intro.
That's
We already
not.
sent it to you,
That's not what I'm. No.
Do
No,
I
don't
have it
use that
again?
one. Don't have that one.
but I'm
Oh,
not going
that's
to
a-
show you where.
It's a
Do that
beautiful picture.
I'm not
Beautiful.
even. I can't. I'm not in that shape anymore.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a gorgeous picture.
No.
Beautiful.
No.
All right, kids. Till next time. We'll be back tomorrow night with something. I don't know what, but tomorrow night we're at 9 p.m. and then Thursday we'll be back. Have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.